Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Sports Factory podcast. Today, I got my guys here. I got Maurice and I got John here. Maurice, the Jets fan, John, the Cowboys fan, and also, hey, I got Spotify. So if you don't want to watch me, you can listen to me and listen to us talk and have the fun hot takes, the ignorant hot takes, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. And speaking of an ignorant hot take, last week Maurice did say that he won his team to win one game. And Maurice, I just want you to you got a little flat. If you go to one of my YouTube shorts, one of the guys called you a clown for that one win thing. If you go on the comments on the video, I did a little snippet of the pod. Another guy was like, "There's no way." Like I think he roasted you, and another guy said, "We are going 12 games. Y'all going 12-5." And then y'all 12-5. That's it. So people, I'm the funny thing is, I'll tell you this, Maurice. If I had 1,000 subscribers or 2,000 subscribers, you would get even more negative attention. You lucky I'm
like
sitting
that.
at 500.
I need more negativity.
So, Maurice, for the people who think you a clown, especially that one guy, he put the clown emoji.
Dang, he put a clown emoji too.
He put a clown emoji.
He probably thinking of my face when he said that shit too.
For real, yes. What is your message to these people who are thinking you're a clown or you're ridiculous for saying that thing?
All I said, that's my expectations. I ain't said that's what they're gonna win. Of course they're not gonna win that shit. I just got low expectations. Is that wrong for me to have low expectations?
Yes.
Like, why? That's all I want is one win, and then I'm happy.
I don't know. That's like if you're in school and you taking a quiz, you be like, I just want to get a 10.
That's it.
What? I just want to get a 10.
That's all I want.
Like,
what if all I need? They said, bro, you got a final, and they be like, hey, bro, it don't matter. You don't even have to take the final on this fucking test. You don't even got to take it. But if regardless what grades you get, you gonna pass the class anyway. Okay, I'm like, okay, I want a 10%. Is that wrong?
Yeah, but one game is not gonna get you to the playoffs. That's passing the class, getting to the playoffs.
What I'm saying, of course they're gonna win more than one game. It just makes sense. How about this? How about I tell you the games that I want to win?
Yeah,
instead.
go ahead. Let's do that.
Let me tell you the games that I would like to win.
Let's go with that.
Jets schedule.
Beat the Broncos. Sean Payne talking mess. Beat the Broncos.
I mean, people are not gonna let you say one win. Like that's
they
all
did.
Right.
That's
they
crazy.
found
I want to
for the Texans saying they just want one win. That's kind of like
I
want to beat the Bills. Okay. I want to beat the Bills one time. Okay. I want to sweep the Cowboys. I want to beat the I mean, that's a Cowboy. I meant to say Patriots. I want to sweep.
Damn, what we do?
I'm trying to get to you.
I want to go into your division and beat you. Look at this.
I want to sweep the Patriots, and I want to beat the Dolphins one. So that's already 4 wins right there.
You want your division, okay?
Okay, that's what I want so far.
You want to beat the Cowboys? Is that a win you want? The Cowboys.
I'm going down it right now.
Oh, I remember.
So you go against the Cowboys week 2. Now I don't really care about beating the Cowboys. I'm not gonna. Actually, you know what? The only reason I want to beat the Cowboys is because Aaron Rodgers.
No, you want to keep that because if he beat the Cowboys, that means he's still Aaron Rodgers. You see what I'm saying? That's important.
Then that's 5 wins. All right.
If he loses, then he's not Aaron Rodgers no more.
So the Chiefs, I don't fucking care about. Who's after the Chiefs?
The Broncos. Sean Payne talk all that mess. Son him.
The thing about the Broncos shit that make no sense to me, like he was gonna ask about Hard Knocks when we clearly declined to do Hard Knocks. They forced us to do Hard Knocks. Like that's not like it's our fault that we got into that shit. They forced
Aaron Rodgers said, keep my OC's name out your mouth. I said, yeah. Let's start something.
And Sean Payton, I don't know how he talking. I mean,
I know where you hate.
His career ain't that.
Hates it.
Oh, we ain't got Jared here. We ain't got Jared here.
It's just crazy. I don't know. That shit. I'll say
one Super Bowl.
We ain't got Jared.
Hall of Fame QB.
But why every time
defense for multiple years?
Why ain't every time Sean Payne come up in a negative way, Jared's not here? But it's hilarious. That's so stupid. Jared,
I was just surprised that he got on our team ass. Like I was like,
yeah, it was random.
We didn't ask to be on Hard. They said we won the offseason. I'm like, nigga, we didn't ask to be on Hard Knocks. There's not some shit that we was trying to do.
No, he said something about the Jets. I know he said
something about hacking.
Yeah, he's talking about hacks. He said they doing all the offseason shit, going on Hard Knocks. I'm like, bro, like again, that's not like it's not our choice. We declined it, and the NFL was like, we need to make money off you. So there you go. All right, after the Broncos, did I say I said I want to beat the Broncos, right? I didn't. I already said it. So that's 6 wins, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck the Eagles. I'm gonna lose them niggas.
Interesting.
Do I want to beat the Giants? I don't know. Yeah, the Giants I don't fucking care about. I don't care about the Chargers. I want to beat the Raiders, so that's 7 wins. We already split with the Bills, split with the Dolphins. I want to beat the Falcons. That's 8 wins. Then we have the Texans.
You gonna
That's
beat us? You want to beat me?
I mean, I would like to beat you guys because
Who do you want to beat more, us or the Cowboys?
oh, the Cowboys. Yeah, I rather the Cowboys. No, because like the reason more, I don't know, because like the Texans should be an easier win. That's
Yeah,
the reason
we're
why.
not as good as the Cowboys.
That's the reason why I'm like, if we lose that game, that shit gonna whoop my ass. If I lose against the Cowboys, it's like okay.
No, we could beat.
Oh, is
we
that
could
why you want to
definitely
beat the Raiders and the Falcons?
No, yeah, in a way too, because
That's
those are like
kinda-
those are like the easier teams I see.
you want to,
like.
but okay, but if you let's be, let's be realistic. So you're gonna lose to one of those easy teams, right?
Yeah,
You're gonna lose
course,
probably
yeah.
two. You probably lose to one.
But
or two
no, but
of
I'm
them.
saying this is what I want. So
What do you
once
want?
I get
So
to the
you want
once,
to beat the Raiders and Falcons.
yeah,
Like, that's
this
something
is
that you really
so
okay.
once I get to the end
okay.
of it, of course, all these shit's not gonna happen. But this is what I want.
I thought it was like rivalry. That's why you saying you want to win. So you just these are the games you think you're gonna win.
Yeah, I
Because
guess
when you
if
said you
it,
wanted to
This is
win,
your optimistic.
I
This is your
was
optimistic view. This is your optimistic
okay.
view.
I
yeah,
was thinking more like I want to
Like
beat
I
the
want to beat the
Eagles
Bills. Yeah, they want to beat. Like yeah, I
because
feel you.
and
I got
you
you.
want to beat the Broncos because they was talking. So
I got
you
you.
know,
That makes sense. But I got
okay, I got you.
So this is him redeeming himself from his last year take. I mean last week take. Continue.
I was trying to say what I want. Now, do I expect to win all these games? Probably not.
And look, I say
What was I at?
we
Eight?
you were at
I was
us.
at Texans. That's
You were at
like
us.
8, right? I
Yeah.
want to beat the Commanders, and then
They're gonna change the name. Go ahead.
that's 9 wins, and the Browns I don't really care about. So let's say either 9 or 8 wins.
Oh, beat Deshaun
That's
so I can have a higher pick. We continue.
all right. And then the Patriots, I already said about the Patriots. So 8 or 9 wins. How about that? That's my
That's
expectation.
that's what we were saying.
Can I have an 8 or 9 win expectation?
I would say like
Damn.
9.2. That's what I was thinking. If I was being like very exact. 9, 10 wins.
So upset that I said
They were
1 win.
pissed.
Bro, because the thing I don't think they was listening to what I was saying. That's like that's all I wanted. Just 1 win.
You know,
Because I'm already happy that I got Aaron Rodgers, right? This is the first time I ever had a chance to add a whole app. Well, not a whole thing because we had Brett Favre before, but like this is the first time I ever seen something like this before. And that's all. I can't keep my expectations low.
Maurice, I'll tell you this.
If you never had something like this before, then no, you can't keep your expectations low. It's a weak take. Like I understand what you're saying, but everybody understood what you're saying. It's so weak that we couldn't, let you say it.
I'm gonna go look at the comments. I'm actually curious about the comments. I
mean, it's nothing crazy. I mean, I'm only 500, but go to the short. I have the short. I think 2 comments in the shorts, and then the video has 2. But hey, the video is kind of it's not crazy, but it's steadily increasing. So especially tomorrow is the Jets game, so I assume the keywords are gonna click, and then it's really gonna get some more views.
Now this should do well.
People gonna be like, wait a minute, what is he talking about? Wait a minute. Look, Maurice, the more I get better at doing thumbnails, the better I do at getting edits, and the better I do and views, the more times you say something stupid, they're gonna correct you. See, when I had 200, 300, they're gonna say nothing. But look, but he's like, no, you come at me. The fans come at you.
Yeah, okay. You're not even watching. This nigga don't know I was clearly watching, bro. But I don't think I wish he could be a fly on the wall how much I was watching, bro. I watched too much, if anything. It was getting to the degree that it was like pathetic to how much I watched. Bro, get a real job. This nigga don't know where I work at. Hey, man. The YouTube sports is so. Oh, he was talking about me. What are you talking about? I don't know.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Even see that.
He said, bro, get a real job. This is on the video. The 11 said, bro, get a real job.
That's hilarious. That is
podcast market. It's oversaturated. Just watch the games
hilarious.
And comment amongst yourselves. Save the YouTube bandwidth.
I see. Look. And here's a funny thing. That got to be because you save the YouTube bandwidth. I didn't say nothing crazy. That's something you would say.
He was that mad at me
that he
wanted to shut down the whole podcast.
He said all of us need to stop doing what we're doing.
Just get rid of it. Fuck your dreams. I don't care what you said about the Jets. Get out of here, dog. Like, damn, bro. I said, what's wrong?
Yo, people are livid that he said that, boy. I didn't even say that last one, boy. I'm telling you, they said shut this down, reset. See, look, like I said, you can't get away with it. It's only gonna get worse.
Yeah. Oh, let me look at the shorts. This last thing. Let me look at the shorts.
Hey, look, John, I haven't because we not at the point. See, I uploaded the Charger one too, but see, the Chargers ain't as relevant as the Jets. The Jets got Hard Knocks, They got all them things. So they not gonna come. But if they come, I'm here. That's hilarious. And then you can really have your little talks amongst the comment section. See, Maurice ain't gonna have them talks in the comment section. He ain't gonna do a civil war against his own.
Yeah,
do a civil war against
my own people.
I mean, they can't dispute what I said though. So
it says nope. This nigga said nope. I got Dalvin Cook. I got them signing Dalvin Cook, which will make the offense with Rodgers a problem. Jets defense gonna be a problem, bro. We haven't even signed Dalvin Cook yet. We haven't even signed Dalvin Cook yet.
Yeah, I don't know if that happens.
That man just used us so he could sign with the Miami Dolphins.
If they do what the Broncos did, that's gonna be crazy.
Hey, Maurice, man. So, the funny thing is, Maurice, you had your like I said, you were pathetic with it watching the Jets back in the day. You'd watch, remember SHSU, Josh McCown and the punter. I remember them good old days, and you watching the Bills beat them boys every time, and the Patriots beat them
don't know. Niggas don't know. They don't know. They don't know.
But so obviously, they don't have the context, and they will come at you because these clips will not give them context.
Bro, this Aaron Rodgers fans, these new fans.
Oh yeah, hey, but look, I don't want you to go through no civil war because that's that man has beef with his own fan base when they finally get relevant. That's funny. And hey, Maurice, I want you to keep checking back for these comments as the video continues to grow. Keep checking back for these comments. And hey, because look, John, I want. It's not. We're not there yet. I need the Chargers. See if the Chargers was like on Sunday, like if Chargers was playing tomorrow, right? Something relevant happened. Then it's more likely Chargers, or they had Hard Knocks or something. Then the Chargers be like, "Hey, what's he talking about? Is he, when we get cooking?" But it didn't happen. So we'll save it for John. But Maurice, it's your time to shine. They roasting you, and we gotta figure out a way. Hey, it's only gonna get worse from here. The more I increase, the more things you say that's crazy, the more they roast you. So,
damn,
get ready.
I guess my life just sucks. Then it is what it is. All right.
Well, that take it on the chin. I feel it, Maurice. All right. So moving on from that, I did want to go into some fantasy football talks because fantasy football, we're in the August time, the preseason soon, and I'm ready to get it because if this is the 10th season of our fantasy football league, and this year we're gonna publicize. You know how Netflix we publicize and all this stuff. You know how Maurice has Hard Knocks and all this. We gonna make this. We gonna make this known. The 10th season gonna be special, right?
Special.
And I wanted to have a casual conversation with you guys about. Before I go here, I have to share. I'm gonna share my screen and show y'all a couple of things when it comes to fantasy football. But I want a casual conversation on what's y'all experiences with fantasy football. John, you're in it for 2 years. You had your bad moments. You've had some funny moments. You know what I'm saying? Maurice, you've had some legendary moments. And me, last year was hell. But I just want to, what do y'all experience? John, how are you feeling fantasy football second year going into your third season? You thinking it's the championship year? How you feeling?
I don't know. This year's going to be different. Just from a off-season perspective. I don't even know like who the top 3 players are to draft. Like I know we had Christian McCaffrey. I know we had Derrick Henry. But I don't know, man. Because I think I got the 5th or 6th pick, so it's gonna be different this year. Like I don't know who to draft. I guess running backs aren't valuable, so we shouldn't draft a running back. I guess I'm looking for a receiver.
Well, I mean,
the receiver that they say the best in the league. So I'll probably get Justin Jefferson, or maybe I'll just get Herbert.
That'd be crazy.
First round pick.
That'd be a terrible. I remember you try to draft Mahomes. You want to draft Mahomes first. Who drafted Mahomes the first round last year? Was it? Life was like Tobias or Jacory.
I thought it was Tobias. Yeah.
You draft Mahomes the first round. Every time you do that, I always expect failure from you. I always do.
No, first year I drafted him in the
second
round, which was a good pick.
You didn't like him. You said like he was selling all the time.
No, I'm saying should have been. Like my whole team was selling. Christian McCaffrey, Miles Sanders didn't have a single rushing touchdown. If that's not selling, then I don't know what is. And then this year, how many he had? Everybody probably 10 or something. So how do you go from 0 to 10? Like that just don't. Is that not selling? If that's not selling, then I don't know what is. But Mahomes, he did have a decent season, but it's like the games that I needed him to be Mahomes, he wasn't. Who they played? They got the Colts or somebody like that. I was at a concert and I was like, okay, I know. I had to rely on Justin Tucker. Like I needed like maybe 20 points or something like that, maybe like 15 points, and I was waiting on Mahomes to get it. So I'm like, all right, it's a Thursday night game. I'm like, all right, surely Mahomes is gonna get this. So I close my phone out, enjoy the concert, open my phone up. I checked. I'm still 3 points short. I'm like, how did he not get the points? How did he not cover? And then I was just waiting on Justin Tucker to like miss a field goal, and then I go to negative and lose the game. But Justin Tucker, big trust came through.
Big trust.
You know,
Forgot about him.
the funniest game ever for John was that Devontae Adams tobacco. Always, that's the
Yeah,
best. That's the best game ever for
What happened
John.
in
But
that? What happened?
John, go ahead and show you
the
that Devontae
49ers
Adams.
is 49ers is so weak. 'Cause, bro, all right, so two things happened. So I was going against Devontae Adams. I just needed him to. I think he had to get like maybe like 25 plus points. And I'm thinking it's the 49ers defense. I'm like, surely he's not gonna get that. Like, surely you take him out the game and force somebody else to cook. So the game went long story short, the game went on, and I think Green Bay had the ball, and then they threw an interception or they punt the ball. The 49ers got the ball, and this dude, so it was probably like a minute or so left, and the fullback, he ran, I think he had like 40 yards, and then instead of him stopping like at the 1 or like the 2 or something to run a timeout and they kick a field goal and win a game or something like that, he went ahead and scored, and he left a minute for Aaron Rodgers. So in that minute, who you think they want to throw the ball to? So they threw it to Devontae Adams. He got like, what do you got? Maybe like 20 yards or something like that. And it was still, he needed like 0.3 or something. So I'm like, all right, I'm good. I'm like, surely he's not about to get another one. And then he went down and got another one. They kicked the field goal and won the game. So that's the reason I lost. All they had to do was double team him. And then like they left him single coverage on a touchdown play in the red zone, bro. Like who you think Aaron Rodgers is about to throw the ball to? Like why would you run man against Devontae Adams? Like that just made no sense. And they cornerback not even like, I mean the cornerback, he not bad, but who gonna one-on-one against Devontae Adams? Nobody really winning. You have to go get somebody from like the 90s, like Deion Sanders or maybe 06 or something.
Reeves.
But even him, that still wouldn't be a favorable matchup because it's on a 1 yard line.
Yeah, look, the funny thing of fantasy football is that remember there's people that you usually will not care about, but when it's fantasy football, you become a big fan for the year.
Yeah,
that is your guy for the year, right? And it is. I'm telling you, last year, and John, I know John, you made the playoffs the first year. I don't think you made playoffs first year, right?
Mm-mm.
So last year was absolutely hell for me. I couldn't believe Aaron Rodgers' failures were amazing. And I had a good team. I had Saquon Barkley. I had Justin Jefferson. I had a decent team out here. But boy, that boy Aaron Rodgers was abysmal. Hopefully Maurice doesn't get this version of Aaron Rodgers because boy, and look, my man throwing all them temper tantrums. He had the receivers not doing anything. I said look. I tell you, I'll always be pissed when he faced the Cowboys. And I said, you know what? Cowboys got a good defense. I'm not going to start him because 4 or 5 weeks he just did nothing. I'm like, you know what? He facing a good defense. I'm gonna bench him. I'm gonna start. I think I forgot who the backer was. Some bum. I'm gonna start him. Anything could be better. And then he faced the Cowboys. He got 3 touchdowns. Freaking ripped the Cowboys apart. And I said,
did you lose that game?
Of course, I lost that. Of course. And then I started him against Tennessee because I said, you know what? Tennessee defense ain't as good as Dallas. He was freaking terrible. I said, you're stupid. I don't like that. You're stupid. I don't like.
Why'd you trade him?
Because nobody was taking Aaron Rodgers. They know.
You could have bamboozled somebody.
They knew at that point. I should have traded early. I had to trade early. I couldn't trade late. I couldn't trade that versus Tennessee. Aaron Rodgers is freaking stupid. But that was highly unfortunate. I didn't make the playoffs. I am sick. I used to be a dynasty. I ain't a dynasty no more. It's been 2 years. Maurice was a dynasty though. Maurice was a 2-time champion. Then he took a year off because he wanted some rest or something.
No, I was failing.
You were failing. You failing at school or something?
Yeah, that was the reason why I told you. I went to college.
That's really the reason because of college. Is that really the reason?
Oh yeah, there's no reason. Why would I take a break off of? They didn't know the reason I could think of it. It was because of college.
I thought because he won 2 straight championships. He said, "Well, I'm Michael Jordan. I take a little break off."
Oh no.
That's hilarious. And that year, the year you left, Maurice, it was awful. I say, I'm like, as a commissioner, I had to restructure everything. But being a commissioner, real work.
You got to ask people.
Oh, that was suck, boy. I remember Gabriel. Always remember Gabriel. It was so terrible. Gabriel, I don't know why we put you, Michael, little brother. I remember we put you on fantasy football. And I said Carson Palmer. That was Carson Palmer good year. I said Carson Palmer in the lineup. He was going to play somebody, right? I was like, hey, he's on the bench. I was like, hey, you should start Carson Palmer. I'm helping him out because he's not good. He's like, okay. Then he cuts Carson Palmer. I said, that's not what I said. I didn't tell you to cut Carson Palmer. I said to start him. It was already too late. Somebody picked him up. That man was awful. There was too many people in there. That was a bunch of bull. I asked one guy if he wanted to come back because at that point the thing was only $5. I asked one guy, do you want to come back? He said, nah, I'm good because I put the $5 out. I said, bro, it's $5. You got freaking 4 years to make $5. You can't do that.
Oh, forgot. Yeah, I know you're talking about now.
That's I said this.
Oh yeah,
this group. I need a restructuring. I need new people. You know what I'm saying? So John, I'm telling you, look, I think you're the last person who got added here, but I did a complete year 4, year 5. Right? Yeah, y'all too. So I had year 4, year 5. I had to do like a strong, or we gonna go out of business. This league is about to go out of business for sure. So that restructuring to have what we have now, I'm always gonna be proud of. But hey,
I came back.
Oh, that was important. Jordan came back too. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show y'all everything. Let me present my screen.
I feel like you're gonna show us the league shit, the league history.
Of course, man. Everybody needs to know our history, bro.
You always look at this league history shit.
But we always need to look at this, man.
Always.
We gonna look. I gotta look at number one. Who is the all-time scorers, boy? The scoring champs. And hey, this year, who gonna be on them this year? Let's see. But I was a scoring champ at first. League. I'm like Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? Maurice came in with his Wilt Chamberlain type of vibes, went back to back. I came in. Then my father set an NBA record that hasn't been broken to this day. And the biggest reason why he had this game, y'all remember that freaking the Chiefs versus Rams, the 54-51 game? That man had all the people on that team. Well, he had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce. That boy was running up. He had 191 points. I think that is still the record. That man destroyed.
Yeah, it is.
That is hilarious. And funny
unless Gerald broke it.
I don't think because that was one less game played, right? Because we have 17 games now. So he did this with one game. It's his all-time record. Ain't nobody stopping this. Maurice came back. I think Maurice has the most scoring champs. So Maurice a 5-time scoring champion. Allen Iverson. Is that Michael George? And then Gerald finally. Gerald got close. Gerald was like 29 away. He got close. All right, we're gonna look here. Who had the best performance? Me with Le'Veon Bell. You haven't heard that name in 30 years, huh? Drew Brees. I think he threw. I think I benched Drew Brees. He faced Eli Manning. He threw 7 touchdowns.
Oh, I do remember that game. Yeah, I remember that fucking game.
Didn't play him. Was sick. This year Maurice dominated me with Le'Veon Bell and David Johnson at the same time.
David Johnson was ridiculous.
Well, I got David Johnson. He was freaking terrible.
Who the fuck is that?
This is Giancarlo, boy. I'm here. I remember, boy, because that was an awful year, boy. But yeah, Julio Jones at 51. This is always going to be the best because this is, I think, well, I guess this man broke it, but my man Mauricio with Derrick Henry's amazing game. We had the 99-yard touchdown.
The one against the Jags?
But he benched that man. So he benched that man. That man was sitting on the bench running up the score. It was a playoff game too for this man, and that man sat that man beautiful. This is MVP Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, Maurice once. What did Tyreek Hill do today? What game is this for Tyreek?
I wish I could tell you what day. It says week 12.
What is 2020 week 12? Yeah, look up 2020. What the heck did Tyreek
was that against Tampa Bay?
Could be. Yeah, like 200 yards, huh? Did like 20 yards like the first half.
Maybe
that seemed like it's Tampa Bay. And what the heck did Jamar Chase do?
Oh, bro, that's when he played Green Bay. I was going against him that game.
You were going against this superstar? You were going against this piece of hell? 61 points that day? That's tough.
I think, I'm pretty sure. He went crazy that year for sure. And then I know against, yeah.
Nah, he was different. He was definitely different.
And then Lamar Jackson, what he do week 2?
Is that the Dolphins game?
Is that the Dolphins game?
I feel like it's the Dolphins game, right?
Oh, that was week 17 with Jamar?
Yeah.
Oh, then, no, I don't know. Oh, that's probably when they played the Ravens.
How many yards did he have in that game?
I don't know, but he could Humphrey, so he got like a game-winning touchdown. No. I know exactly. That should be the game where I
It's
was against
21,
the
right?
Chiefs.
Yeah, 2021.
It may have been Chiefs because remember he was cooking Snead, I think, and they kept doing man coverage, and it was like, bro, put a safety over the top, and they just didn't.
No, it's the game. Oh, it's the game against the Chiefs.
Yeah,
There you go.
It's the
and
game
the
against the Chiefs.
game with Snead was covering him. He just kept cooking him. I'm like, bro, that's embarrassing.
But I got the Ravens game. What Ravens game was that?
Who Lamar Jackson? This is the record. This is the most points ever scored. I think it's because I added bonuses though. I feel like without the bonuses,
That's 100%. Like it's probably
the reason without bonuses being too extreme is Derrick Henry. But I'm gonna have to look. I got to look at those bonuses because this boy has 65. I got to look and make sure bonuses ain't too OP. What game is that?
Still looking.
I feel like it's because he was starting off. He was like the MVP for the first month, and then it all
Was that
fell
against
down.
the Chiefs?
What week was it?
It's week 2.
Yeah, it was against the Dolphins last year.
But Tua had like what 6 touchdowns on that boy?
42-43 Dolphins won.
Yeah, boys, Tua had a 6 touchdown. I was like, dude, Tua, the Dolphins gonna be super.
It's different because
I had Waddle, so I was cooking.
Because Jackson had 300 yards, 318
We really
yards.
should have certain players that we can only pick up. I feel like I should only be able to get Waddle.
That's hilarious.
We do that, don't we?
We don't do that no more. We did that,
but we should because like I've been ever since he been drafted. I've always picked him up, so I feel like now he's going off. Everybody want him.
That's you got. Hey, it's fine.
Whatever.
It's hilarious.
That's fun. Though. That's cool.
Yeah. Well, at least you two don't pick him up.
I mean, we'll see what happens.
That's your guy.
We'll see. I mean, Reese is more, I guess, respectful than I am. We'll see what happens. Looking at the performances of the week, Gerald with the 177, 163. What's the most? 191 always clears. Oh, this game, Maurice. I think you beat up on some poor fella. I forgot who it was. It was someone who was very terrible. You beat that. It was like what? I think it was Jordan. I think it was like 188 to like 90. I think you destroyed that man's. Maurice, you're usually at the top here in the 180s. Like Maurice is like, there's never been a year Maurice has been bad. There's never. That's one year. No, it has not.
It has to be at least 1 year. I was like,
that has never been. Maurice is a 5-time scoring champ. You think there's a year?
At least 1 year.
You've been a scoring champ half the time. This thing's.
Like, what's bad though? I mean, like, I wonder what my lowest record is. I'm curious.
Your lowest record is probably like 3rd place. What a stud! And the final piece of beautiful information here is who's the champs. I won the first one. Look at back to back, and he took a break because he wanted to do baseball or college, whatever you want to pick. And then this Ja'Cory, Ja'Cory won one time. He got the first pick now. It's hilarious, right? You see how people fall apart. Ja'Cory won one time. You know why he won two? I'll tell you why. He picked up Deshaun Watson. Right? I remember he picked up Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson rookie, he was freaking cooking. I didn't expect him to do that. I didn't have that much confidence in that rookie. Remember, Maurice, I didn't have confidence in that rookie at first.
You didn't.
And then
until that Bengals game came.
And then that man was ripping it apart. And then he picked up someone else, and then he's still doing his thing. So congratulations. But that's what, 6 years ago? You got to step up. After that happened, I was so pissed. I rejuvenated the league, and I became an all-time great dynasty. I had freaking Shaq and Kobe to everybody.
That's why I said I don't think I'm a dynasty. Because dynasty, you need to have 3. Dynasty, not 2.
Yeah, 2 and 3 in what? 6 years? You almost had it. It was almost there. You had one, and then Gerald actually has like the most number 1 seeds of all time. Like Gerald's always, but he always loses immediately. He chokes a lot. Gerald is a perennial choker. This is his adversity plot. Congratulations!
Oh, shit. That's fire.
Congratulations to Gerald for finally winning. I'm curious. Do y'all think y'all gonna win this year, or do y'all realistically think? Like, are y'all confident? Or are you like Maurice and you just won 1 win?
You know, that's funny as shit. I'm not as confident. You know why? I feel like during these years before, there were like things that I knew that helped me, like during the years past, like the ability to keep a player right from your last years, that helped a lot, right? Because like you could, it's like I think I had Patrick Mahomes, or I picked no, I don't think I picked Travis Kelce,
but
something like that
every time,
all the time. So that helped. That also helps, and I think also when people don't really be paying attention, adding John and maybe in the drawer too. They're more in this shit than like other people are. I feel like, so it makes it harder because a lot of times like I can research it. Like there wasn't your dad pissed off at me the one time because like I used to watch like fucking NFL Live.
Oh, he was so pissed because he was like, why are you watching this show all the time? Why you?
Like what's he like shit like that? Like there was advantages that I could do to put myself above the rest, but now I feel like everybody does that, so it's not really an advantage anymore. Is what I'm trying to say. That's why I feel like it's harder. It's a lot harder. Still think it's fun. It's funner, but yeah, it's definitely harder.
Feel like it's too much uncertainty in the era right now. You know, half of the running backs aren't signed. Well, half of the top running backs aren't signed, or they not even playing for their team. Like the coach running back, that's crazy. You got Dalvin Cook, and then the receivers. Like I don't know, it's like a lot of people switched teams, went to different teams. Uh, I don't know. I don't know. Last year, it seemed like it was a little more stable. Like, okay, you knew who was gonna do this, you knew who was gonna do that. But now it's just like
Well,
it
we
seems
remember
like it's more risky.
we waited until preseason, right?
The
Yeah,
preseason
but
game.
I'm just saying, like, I feel like it's been a lot of changes this offseason, like more than we ever seen before. Even with like Aaron Rodgers, like going to the Jets, like I mean, who's to say he really gonna do what we think he gonna do?
And get that
So
one win.
I mean, you get
I
4
understand.
wins by default. So yeah, even if you had Zach Wilson back there, so. But regardless, like I don't know. I'm trying. I've been thinking about it a little bit. I don't know who I'm actually drafting right now. So
Wow.
Same. I probably won't look into
I
it.
usually could like write the draft down. Like I can usually see who's gonna be 1 through 10, but I can't really do that now. And then I prepare for the second round. Then I know somebody gonna try to take Jalen Waddle, so then I got CD Lamb. This year is gonna be a lot more risky as far
It
as
is.
who I'm gonna take.
People got a lot
Cause
more
like
experience. You got a lot
yeah,
more experience now. Another thing that's also that just makes it harder is just there's numbers. Like we have more people, so it means like less talent. Is you have to be like your drafts have to be only not perfect, but like it matters a lot more
My
since now
draft.
we have more people.
I mean, look, you know what hurt Ja'Cory? Actually, had to draft for him because he was at work,
Oh
and
yeah,
that hurt
he's
him.
yeah.
That hurt him
I
so
thought you
bad.
didn't you give could you gave him Tua, right?
I gave him Russell. I gave him Russell Wilson. I thought Russell was gonna be freaking good. Russell Wilson was abysmal. I
And Tua.
didn't expect Russell Wilson to be terrible. So I thought I really did something good for him with that. Um, I'm gonna show y'all. Here's the draft order for everyone, just to make sure y'all know
I didn't
what's
know that
up
shit
with
at
it.
all.
We have a draft order here, and so Ja'Cory is the first pick. Tyreek is a perennial person who don't make the postseason. Sorry, Tyreek. Sorry, I shouldn't have said that. Me and Moreland, we usually make the postseason, and we fell off. So who replaced? Mauricio got hot at the end though, but John, you right after me. Tobias, my father, he got hot because Justin Fields was out here running with the ball so much, and I was
Your
like, "Can I
dad
get
always
this?"
make the playoffs. He always make the playoffs too.
Yeah, but he lose and he be losing to you all the time too. Be pissing him off. The Jor has been really good these 2 years. He out here he did his thing, man. I think he would have won one of these years if Derrick Henry didn't destroy his like legs or whatever. So unfortunate. Maurice is always here, and Jordan beat Maurice. And this was retribution because Maurice beat Jordan one day, like many moons ago, and one of the worst losses ever when Jordan had a lead. And it was like point one or one
Oh
point
yeah.
lead, and then the guy fumbled the
What
ball.
fucking game was that? Was that a Raiders game or some shit?
It was a Washington. The Washington was playing. It was I forgot my man's name. It's been so
What
long.
game was I forgot? Was it
Them,
was it
Crowder,
Gibson?
right? Jameson Crowder?
yeah, Jameson Crowder. Yes,
Jameson
definitely
Crowder,
Jameson.
right? He
He
fumbled
fumbled
the
the
ball.
ball, and you get -2 points when you fumble. That man barely lost, boy, and that was a
Bro,
playoff game. That's tough.
that's tough too.
That's
I
a
can't believe I can't believe that's Mickey shit. That's what Mickey shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
that.
Wow.
That man Reese had plot back in the day. I'm telling you, he had plot back in the day. But the way he be winning was Steph Curry, like for sure. It was freaking stupid. Or my dad, he lost to Maurice because he started the wrong tight end. Like if he started Antonio Gates, he would have won, but he started Jason Witten. And that is hilarious. I said that's tough, bro. Maurice, he got off the hook many times. Good job for you. You're plotting
Yeah.
off. But I went 3 straight. So this is the rankings, and this is a snake draft. So this is the draft standings. And what I want to show, let me see if it pops up. Here is the fantasy football tier. You want to see who is the best? Here are the best players. So tier 1, they say Justin Jefferson seen as the best receiver in football, wide receiver 1. Christian McCaffrey is always at the top here because he runs and catches the ball pretty well, and he played well last year. Jamar Chase is a stud and has a great thing with Cincinnati. Joe Burrow. Hopefully Joe Burrow is healthy. And
Yeah, I
Travis
don't know
Kelce.
anymore.
Yeah, we have to see if Joe Burrow is healthy. And Travis Kelce is literally,
The wide
I
receiver.
honestly can't tell you
He a
what's the
wide
second.
receiver.
Who's the second best tight end? I don't know who second best tight end in the league is.
Isn't the guy for the Rave? Who?
We can say Kittle. We can say Kittle.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say.
Or Andrews. I mean,
Yeah, I would say
Or Mark
Andrews.
yeah.
But Kelsey is so much
Both
better.
healthy.
think-
I'll go with Kittle.
I think like in terms of fantasy,
Fantasy, yeah.
Andrew. I think Andrews is better.
Yeah, you're right.
But Kittle is definitely. I think he's the second best.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Total package.
Nick Chubb is the second best running back. Does that sound right? I think Nick Chubb's like under. He's
Well,
in terms of
he's
fantasy.
the lead back now. It's just one now, one person.
Where's the old boy Kareem Hunt at?
See that he haven't got signed yet.
He didn't get signed, so I think that's why he's
This got some expensive legs.
This is important, reason notes. Nick Chubb is very sneaky, kind of like he's good, but he doesn't get I feel like he doesn't get the comeuppance. Austin Eckler, running back 3, he also catches the ball pretty well. Cooper Kupp was amazing last year. 2 years ago, but
he got injuries.
Matthew Stafford got injured as well. This guy, y'all feeling Bijan Robinson? Are y'all feeling?
You always got one running back that as well. So
but he's high as 8. He's top 8 in the league. He above Tyreek Hill.
I mean, I've been seeing his little workout videos and his training camp. He's looking pretty good.
Maybe because they expect to be like a run heavy team since they have a young quarterback. So maybe that's why he's so high up there.
So he seemed like a second round pick. So I'm gonna take a chance on him. And if I do and he failed me, I'm gonna be sad. I don't know. I feel like I can't take chance on rookies too early. I can't take chance on rookies early because I know
I wonder who got Jamar Chase. Who got Jamar Chase this rookie year?
Somebody. I don't think they drafted him. I bet he definitely some waiver wire stuff. I forgot. I don't know who picked him. I feel like he was a waiver wire. And if it was something really late. I feel because Jamar Chase was having he wasn't looking like he had that swag. Like there was he said something in training camp or something, and people
it's because he couldn't catch. He was dropping passes.
So people were not feeling that, and he turned to be top 5 receiver in the league. Wow.
I feel like I don't know. Okay.
What you about to say, John?
Oh no, I mean, remember running backs are plug and play, so you can draft a rookie running back early, especially if he's gonna be the workhorse. Especially if they draft him in the first round, they gonna make it work. If they draft you in the first round. I mean, you have a lot more room for error. So, as opposed to a second round back, if you're not doing good, then they probably move on. But I think what's number 84?
Cordell Patterson.
Yeah, I mean they put him back there. And he went crazy. So a younger guy who's an actual running back, should do pretty well.
Yeah, possible.
But I don't know what their line look like. I don't know.
Maybe you the one to take the chance on them.
Yeah, I will.
It's
my.
I mean, who do you like? Because if I look here, I'm the 4th pick. I assume
I'm the 5th.
So I don't know. You may be. Oh, you forgot, huh? I forgot instantly. What are you, 8? Oh, I messed up. He's 8th.
I'm third. I'm third. So I came in 3rd place. So what is that?
Yeah, right there.
Math.
You're the well, you're the, I guess why am I stupid? The 10th pick. That was hard.
12,
I don't know why.
12 people, yeah.
I don't know why that was so hard.
Cool.
Let me put this back. So with the 4th pick, who's Jacory? He won a wild card people. He one of people he can really pick up something stupid, you know what I'm saying? Because there's always someone who's gonna pick up something that don't expect to be there and it ruins my whole everything.
He's gonna take Nick Chubb.
He's gonna take Nick Chubb.
I feel like he's gonna take Nick Chubb.
Right, live your life.
He's gonna take a running back.
John, who are you feeling at this point? Who do you feel is realistic for you?
Honestly, I don't know. I mean, luckily, I won't have to pick McCaffrey because I know you or somebody else will pick him up.
What if he come to you though? There's a shot.
Yeah, you might as well. Definitely.
If he number 5, you pass.
Yeah, if he comes to me,
that man has big
I don't know, man. That was tough. Maybe
Maybe
I was a little harsh on him because everybody else was selling them, selling with Miles Sanders. And you know what was real crazy? I was at work, and then Maurice texted me. He's like, "I'll trade you Deebo Samuels for Miles Sanders," and I'm like, "All right, cool." But I was like, "No, I thought I was like, let me think about it." Then I text you and make sure he wasn't getting up on me. And then he's like, "Oh, too late. I traded him to DeJour." And then Deebo went crazy that year.
You got to be on it, boy.
He had Patterson, Deebo, and he had Henry.
I think I lost that
trade. Went crazy that year.
DeJour?
I think I lost that trade.
Wait, who did you trade him?
I don't remember. I don't remember who I traded for him. Oh wait,
You
is that
lost.
you?
No, you
I'm pretty
definitely
sure I
lost.
I think I lost that trade.
No, you definitely lost. He gave you like a scrub, and because you like
It was a
Debo.
scrub.
Debo only have these games every once in a while. He's not gonna be consistent. So I'm like, okay,
That man, that's tough. Really, you gotta be quick. I remember
yeah, that's one of the worst trades ever, though.
I told John, I was like, bro, trade Mahomes, bro. You could trade Mahomes. I think Gerald had like a good amount of players. I was like, bro, trade Mahomes right now. Because he ain't go through hell yet. And you have Kirk Cousins who was decent, and you never did. And
Was it
after a
him
while,
or that wasn't Tyreek? You told? I think you told Tyreek the trade.
No, that was me, but I wasn't gonna do it.
yeah, he's like he had pride in that second round pick. He said to his pride, he said, I gotta see this whole investment go
I
through.
mean, it just at that point it really didn't matter. Like my whole team was decimated. Christian McCaffrey was gone. Miles Sanders said, "I don't want to score anymore." Oh, because of Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts, every chance you had Jalen Hurts that year too. Every chance he got, he took them little extra points. So at that point, I'm like, whatever.
You know, I traded Jalen Hurts too eventually because he was like slowing down. I traded for Justin Herbert. I traded a pick in the draft for that too. I'm not doing that no more though. I'm keeping my picks. I remember Jacory. He tried to do some draft heist trade. He wanted to trade Mauricio's like second round, third round, fourth round, multiple
that
picks
shows.
to build a crazy super team. As a commissioner, I had to sanction that immediately. I said, we about to start the playoffs. You're not about to have no dream team happen right before the playoffs and trade away all your picks. The league wouldn't stand for it, but the shareholders ain't like that.
I wish we do that just for one time though. Like if I suck, I just want to like I just want to like go all my players and just see if whoever has the super team who's gonna win that shit. I don't know. I would like to see it just once.
That's trying to break the league.
That shit would be fun.
That man Mauricio was freaking fire sailing all his stuff because he was trading everyone, which is fine. If you trade one person to this team, one person that team, but it got to be a good trade. And it can't just be picks. You got to trade players and they got to be realistic. I had to, like, I was at a Thanksgiving party. I had to focus on all of this because he was trying to bamboozle the league. And I was like, wait a minute, let me focus on this trade. And I also had to send it to y'all and say, do y'all 3/4 of y'all have to, or 2/3 of y'all have to approve of this as well, not just me, just to make sure this ain't some like, this is a Congress or this is like freaking whatever it's called. This is a freaking government. We making sure this is correct. So good thing we stopped that. Jacory lost first round immediately. That's hilarious.
Damn. I'm really trying to find what I traded for.
And he traded a pick too. He traded that pick and he lost in the first round.
So you still remember these picks that they traded? Like you still have that?
I traded a fourth pick. I think he had a second round swap. He had traded his third pick and a second round pick swap.
But I'm saying you still have that for like you still remember those trades for this year. Like
nobody made no trade this year.
Nobody made for real?
We learned our lesson. The two people made trades, both didn't make the postseason. Me and Jacory. we learned that lesson.
Really? We didn't make no trades this year at all.
We ain't made no draft pick trades.
Okay, why did we do that? Why did that happen? Why do you think nobody made trades?
Well, me, because I was a loser. I don't think no one was desperate enough to get the push into the post. Like I was maybe like a game behind. I need one. I was
because I was looking for wide receivers out the ass.
Yeah, you should have asked me, John. Who was your wide receiver last year?
Oh, I had Jalen Waddle.
Brandon Ayuk. Yeah, Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, I picked him up late.
He beat me too.
I don't think I had any star receivers. I had like all the running backs because of Christian McCaffrey. So I went and picked up every running back I could. I picked up the running backs from the Jets. I picked up the running backs from the Broncos. I wanted Tony Pollard, but somebody.
Didn't you drop Breece Hall at one point?
No, you had him. I never picked him up. I thought Michael Carter was going to start. I mean, he played pretty well.
I think I told you that too. I think I told you he was going to start too. Like when the season started, I think I told you that Michael Carter because you asked me like, "Hey, you just been so."
Oh yeah, I did ask you.
I think
and guess who went and picked him up?
The reason why that's the reason why I said because I thought about that shit when I picked up Breece Hall. I was like, damn, I sort of hold John by accident, bro. Because
this is second time, bro.
Wait, second time was the first time
with the Debo stuff.
Oh, But that's because you wasn't quick enough for that shit.
Oh no, like he first come first serve. That might take too long. He need this trade now.
But we in the middle of a transaction.
The
It's
reason
like
why
you rigging me up and then take your credit card away. Say, never mind, I don't want this.
you gotta be quick because you never know, like if somebody
I
else
have
has
to think
another
about
trade.
it.
The Detroit had a better offer, I guess. I guess the Detroit's
Nah,
offer
it
was.
wasn't. Well, I mean,
think
in the end, it was better, but
I'm trying to look
at
for
that
what I
point, it
trade.
wasn't.
I don't
Like,
know. Look for Detroit. You don't text Detroit often, so yeah, you can
That's what I'm
definitely look.
but that's what I'm saying. I looked up his name and like that shit is not popping up. Like
Dang, that trade wasn't even legal. It wasn't even a legal trade. Not even it don't really even exist. That's tough. I mean,
Damn.
John, do you remember your best trade? Do you remember what your best trade was?
No, but I kept trying to get Amari Cooper from him. I remember that. I don't think I did too much trading. I like my players. I'm like Jerry Jones.
That's hilarious.
If I draft you, you mine. No slave. No,
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
it. Yeah, that's interesting.
Even though yeah. No. I don't. Yeah, let me think. No, I don't trade.
I can't even think of. Yeah, I can't even think of my best. I've had the most trades in this league for sure. Like the 10 years, I've definitely traded the most. But hey, a lot of times they haven't. They pay. No, wait. I'll tell you. This is when I'll actually ask y'all this. What's y'all best waiver wire pickup? Because obviously Maurice is the quickest, easiest thing ever. But it's easy, quick. But for me, I went 3 straight. The reason why I went 3 straight is because literally some teams running back would make a mistake or something like Kareem Hunt kicking a woman. He got kicked out. The Chiefs let him go. The backup, I jumped on. I picked 2 Chiefs running backs immediately.
Oh,
2. That was the next year. The next year, Raheem Mostert like coming up. I jumped the guy Raheem Mostert quick. Them late running backs at the end of the year that got me even wins. That was clutch. Those 3 years, that's exactly every year it happened.
Oh yeah, I picked up Elijah Mitchell as well, bro. Like all my backs got hurt, bro. I was devastated. I'm surprised I made it that far. That was 3-star running backs. All got injured. But my best pickup was probably the backup for the Vikings.
Madison?
Madison. Yeah, Alexander Madison. Yeah, he used to get like 20 points. Yeah, he saved me a couple games, but
who was your best pickup last year then?
Waiver?
Yeah. I even though y'all like your record, but who?
I don't know. I gotta go look through my teams again. I can't. Yeah, I can't remember my teams. How I drafted or whatever.
Oh, can't you look at the teams on that shit?
I don't know because I tried and it was hard. And I'm like, let me see.
Like, go look. It's not. Oh, that's not it. Okay,
let me just do the text. Let me go here. Let me be smart. Let me go to league history.
And then click. What if you click on a team?
So if I look on. Let me click on Gerald. I feel like when I did that, I think I could do it, but it's like I don't know. Let me see. Let me go 22 season. I don't think anything happened though. Maybe do I press go search research? They say Jesse, shut up.
Schedule? What's schedule?
Where's that?
Far, yeah.
Wait, you gotta change it. Go back. You gotta change the year.
Oh, it didn't do nothing.
Stats. Well, he tried it, but yeah, it didn't work.
It didn't do nothing. Yeah. I'm not like. Is there like a? Is it like?
There is a way because I did it though. Go back.
I've done it. Yeah.
Go back to like where it said history. Like press backspace again. Keep going.
Go back in time. Let's see.
Damn, how many times did you click on a link?
Let me see. Can I? Okay, so let's see if I can do this. Maybe this works. I think this might be okay.
There we go. Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do? Okay, let me go back. Let's go to John's team. Let's analyze John's team.
You look at week 1 to look at week 1 first, and then week 17.
Oh so yeah, Kirk Cousins.
So this is your team.
Damn, you got Bam Knight too. Oh shit.
He was in the trenches, boy. Bam Knight.
Damn.
He in the trenches. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Derek Goff, Carter, J.K. Dobbins. That man was a disappointment for sure. Pierre Strong.
No, he played 1 game in the playoffs and he went crazy. But I had Waller. I was just picking people up at that point.
Darren Waller, Michael Pittman. I remember you had Michael Pittman. Let's look at your year.
I didn't start off with all those guys, so it's already showing you.
Okay, let me see. Did I press week 12, week 13?
I didn't start with Bam. I forgot all about him.
I wonder how do I get to that point. Anyways, how do I get to I want to see if there's like a way I can get to.
I thought you already saw it. Wait,
no, him facing like who he faced.
Oh, I don't know about. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I was ranked 3rd.
Game Center.
Where's that at?
At the top.
Oh, that's probably it. Okay. We might cook some. Oh,
There
now
we
we
go.
got some cooking. Let's look at John. John, where you at? So you won this. So that's week 12. So playoffs is week 13. And I don't know, maybe week 4. No, week 14. Okay. Now we're here. Am I tripping? When did the playoffs? Who did you lose to? Were you did you go to the second round, John, or did you?
No, I lost to De Jure, I believe,
This is crazy.
because
This is
So
crazy.
so
I didn't
Dixie.
start
It's a,
Dobbins, but
it's a,
I'm glad I lost
it's a crazy
Why?
loss.
because
Better pick.
I looked up who I was gonna play the next week, and it would have been Gerald, and he went. I don't know who he had, but somebody went like
Josh
crazy.
Jacobs.
Josh Allen.
Josh Jacobs. Yeah, Josh Jacobs. I think Josh Jacobs had 300 total yards
I
one of these
think it
games.
was Diggs. Somebody, yeah. See, somebody went crazy that week.
Damn, he whooped my ass. Damn.
Josh Jacobs ain't do nothing. Dak played well. Kittle played well. AJ Brown.
Oh,
The
AJ.
kicker did
Oh,
amazing.
Kittle. Damn.
The kicker had 18 points. That boy was going crazy, boy.
Kittle had 18.
And Maurice, where is Maurice?
Yeah,
Like, look, that man destroyed that man. What if he
Yeah,
had
he whooped
52
my
points?
ass.
Who failed?
I feel like I had
Damn.
somebody on my bench. Yeah, because Justin Herbert, he was ass.
This is crazy.
It's
That
the
man,
last week of the season. What you think?
that man, but he won. They won the game. Look, but look, negative 10 points for your kicker, obviously.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt a lot.
And that man,
Zay Jones. Look at my. I had no wide receivers, bro. I had Drake London and Zay Jones. I had no wide receivers.
Man,
that's hilarious.
we should have did some trades. I had some. Well, no, my receivers were trash.
Yeah, man, Gerald. This was the year. No, this was the week that the accident or the incident happened with DeMar Hamlin, and it paused everything.
Oh yeah.
So I was like, as the commissioner again, I say maybe we have to redo this next week if nothing happens, because I think the game was supposed to be. I think it was close. I don't know where does 124 come actually. I don't know, because I thought the game was closer than that. Because Stephon Diggs didn't play, or I think it was. It took. No, it was unrealistic. Devin Singletary had like an all-time great game, and Stephon Diggs had to do nothing, and that would have done something. But obviously that didn't happen. So yeah, Gerald ended up winning and got the money that he got. So Gerald, good plot, man. Good job, Gerald.
Look at him.
I want to see real quick. Let me see that all-time great game. I gotta see. That was the 2018 season, a banger of a season. I gotta go to that game. Oh, well, let me just go to Game Center actually. I think that's week 9. I'm feeling week 9. No, it's not week 9. Okay, week 10. Where's my 150? Nope, not yet.
That's not it. Daniel, your dad was on some shit. There
I
it
know
is
for
right
it.
there.
Oh, look at this.
The past his last 3 weeks were crazy.
What did week 10 do?
Wait.
What was he at week 10 then? 141. What did he do week 9? This man was on an all-time great scoring streak. But what the heck?
That
Okay,
motherfucker was
105.
Did he win that year?
Nah.
Yeah, off nothing.
Look at this. Look at Tyreek Hill, bro. Yeah, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. And look, I had
69 points.
I had Jared Goff, who was doing really well that game, but obviously, and this is my man too, Antonio. This is my boy too, boy. My bad boy Antonio, boy. It's always tough, but things that go. This man like.
Wait, let me see his team. He had Big Ben.
Yeah,
He had Barkley,
Julio Jones,
Tyreek Hill, Kelsey.
Thielen, Dustin
Come on, bro.
Hopkins.
Nah, he was cheating. Wait, let me see your team.
We had less people, bro.
Yeah, less people. You pick up more people. Doug
people.
Martin, Alvin Kamara, Antonio Brown,
Damn,
Tyler
I
Boyd,
forgot about Doug Martin, bro.
But how do you have Julio Jones and Tyreek Hill?
Because no one picked him. No one picked him up in the draft, boy.
And Hopkins. Wait,
no,
that's the kicker.
I think also in 2018, like Tyreek Hill was good, but in 2018, Tyreek Hill wasn't like top 3 receiver because Alex Smith just came off of, like Alex Smith was the guy throwing him. When Patrick Mahomes came in and Patrick threw 50 touchdowns and Tyreek he bought kind of low, and it worked out amazing. Unfortunately, though, Jesse got plot. At the end of the day, Jesse beat Moreland, and I got plot.
Who did your dad lose to?
So week 16. I feel like it was you. I feel like you the one to always beat him.
No, I beat Tyreek.
Oh, freaking.
Oh no, I lost to Tyreek. Tyreek.
Okay, it came. I feel like he's already eliminated.
Maurice. I mean, not Maurice. Mauricio.
He lost to Mauricio. I feel like he lost before that because he lost here.
Oh, damn.
Who was?
When the playoffs start?
I think the playoffs start. Let me make sure. Okay, we did the wild card. Remember, we used to do the wild card round. That's hilarious. So yeah, he lost here. He lost to my man right here. I think this gotta be. I keep
Tobias.
getting confused. I get confused with them.
Wait, that's
It's,
Tobias.
it's Tobias. Yeah, he lost to
I
Tobias.
think.
It
I
was a
think so.
complete.
I
What
don't
Tyreek Hill
remember.
do that day? Oh, Tyreek Hill was terrible.
Damn.
Terrible.
Who they? Oh, they
Yeah,
lost. Somebody was on there.
he lost
Oh,
to
the Chargers.
The Chargers. That's when the Chargers
Chargers.
were good that year with Phillip Rivers.
Rivers.
Yeah, that's tough. See, he had a great team, but
Close game
all of
though.
all of them failed miserably. That's hilarious. But I was on my dynasty stuff, bro. I was winning everything. I beat Maurice one year. Like I mean, I was on it, and then everything fell apart, boy. But yeah, that is our fantasy football history, and we are looking to make some new memories for the 10th season. Looking maybe John wins, maybe I win. You know, I mean, I'm looking for a new winner because there's been only 3 winners, 4 winners. There's only been four
Or one
winners,
is because it's Gerald now.
2 one-time winners, and then the dynasties. We had 6 championships between us two, which is actually crazy. 6 championships between us two, and then the rest of the other two are other people. So
No, yeah,
no, 7 championships. Oh, because I won 4 of them things. I need to
Yeah.
get rings for this, bro. You know what I'm saying? I need to get rings. We gonna buy some rings because look, I if I'm here with 4 rings, that's fire. I need that freaking dynasty.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
crazy. Nah, there's no way how we win 7. Nah, that don't sound right. Something about that. We cheated.
Because
We out here cheating and some shit.
I cheated. I cheated.
Something about here don't feel right, bro.
No, I told someone I won 3 straight. They said, "Bro, do you have like 4 people in your league?" No, we had 8. And then we had 10. I still won, but then when we
The
had
more
12.
the more people we put, the harder it gets. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, so congratulations, Gerald. He won the hardest one. He won the hardest championship. So congratulations, Gerald. And this is gonna be a bigger and badder. This year's gonna be bigger. It's gonna be badder. It's gonna be more amazing because now so many things. It was the 10th season. We're gonna get a trophy. Someone gonna win a trophy. And hey, look, and a ring too. I'm trying to get a ring. I ain't gonna lie to you. And the money increases as well. So and we document this whole thing. Just
What
like
took you so long to do fantasy,
who?
John? I'm surprised you didn't do it while we was in high school. What the? That's
I never really cared about football like that. I just cared about my team
Duh.
and my team and my division. That's really all I really cared about. Everything else, I used to watch it. Had you now, if you got me like 2013, 2014, I would have did it. But after that, like I just stopped watching football for like 2 or 3 years.
So
After the catch, after
That thing
okay.
destroyed that man's hilarious.
In fact, I didn't even watch like the first half of our season, 2016.
That was a good year. That's when you were doing
Yeah,
good,
it
right?
was. I ain't watched most of the season. I just didn't care. I was like, all right, these boys kind of nice. Let me see what's going on.
Nice.
They were very nice until they ran
then-
into Maurice's quarterback right now.
Yeah.
I wonder what made me join fantasy.
I think it was my sales pitch. I have to sales pitch
What did
people to get
you
into
sell? What did how? Because was that the year after the Jets were good, or
No,
like,
that was the year of the Jets being good.
That's so I played
That's-
fantasy while
The Jets
were
were
good.
good. The 10 team.
that year.
That's the last time they were good too.
So
That's
that's interesting because I would have thought I would have done it after. Like I would have got like pipe since they went 10-6 and then done it. I wonder why. What made me do it? Like that's weird.
the first year you weren't there, but the second year I was like, "Hey, Maurice, you should join fantasy football. The Jets are doing pretty well right now. It's a pretty chill thing. It allows you to watch your team a little more. It allows you to pick up certain players, and it's fun. And we're just playing for a little bit of money. Actually, we're playing for no money at the time.
You could have known that though. You knew the Jets were going to be good.
No, it was. I think it was like
you couldn't start me halfway through season.
Yeah, I couldn't start you halfway, but it was a feeling like the Jets looked like they would be a pretty decent team. I expect them to be. I mean, they didn't make playoffs, but I expect them to be a 10-win team, whatever. And it was great, and that man won anyways, and he was hooked on forever. And John said, I was like, "Hey, John, you should come join fantasy. You're a football fan. You're the last person we need to make this league go. You know what I'm saying? You're that, you got a really, good sales person. You're the last person we need to get. I got DeJoy here. You come on. You're a Cowboys fan, but you get to watch other teams. You get to do your thing with that. And hey, you may win some money too. It's chill. So,
okay.
Yeah, I remember I didn't want to join because you were like, you won 3 straight. I'm like, bro, that sounds like free money for you.
I never wanted.
I'm like, and then he's like, it's either me or Maurice win. I'm like, so why would I come? Like,
if I said we help you though, you get like prime advice. You get the best advice.
Then, that was another thing as well. So I was still in school at the time, so I didn't do much research. So when you said you was gonna help me, I thought you were gonna like help me with my picks, like as we were drafting, but you kind of just left me in the left me by my.
I feel
all
like
right,
that helps
what's the
though. No,
next?
that helps.
What's the next?
That's
What's my next pick? And then I said like somebody twice, and then they're like, "Ooh, he loses pick." It's like, well, we're not gonna do that to you. I said somebody that was already drafted, and I was like, "Yeah, oh, he loses pick." I'm like, "Damn, that's kind of tough."
yeah.
Hey,
So I
this
was
year,
researching like as as we was going. That's why my team came out pretty bad. And
no,
then everybody kept saying, "If you don't choose McCaffrey, you're a fool. He's number
for
one.
sure,
He's number one."
for sure, yeah.
And
Henry or
so
McCaffrey.
I became a fool because I picked him. Like I should have. I wanted Derrick Henry. Like I wanted him from the jump because I know like they're a run heavy team. They got a good defense, good offensive line. So I'm like, I want Derrick Henry, but I didn't know much about. I didn't really know how fantasy worked. I was thinking more of like, I don't know why I thought that, but I was thinking more of is like how good you are. Because they kept saying, like, I don't understand why anybody would say pick McCaffrey
You was thinking
over
like
Derrick
ultimate
Henry.
team, like some
Yeah,
ultimate team
kind
shit.
of. Yeah, I was just thinking like,
Like man,
so like, how good are you as a player, as opposed to is going off stats? I don't know why I thought that, but it
you
just
have to go
because
with productivity.
yeah,
As the most just
pretty much, and because they really didn't explain, but they was just like choose McCaffrey, choose McCaffrey. Like I couldn't find no article saying pick Derrick Henry first.
I still think
So I was like,
McCaffrey was still a good pick though. Like I mean, it's like
but
the reason why you would take him because you would assume that he's more versatile. Like he's a passing threat or a catching threat as well.
And when McCaffrey
but
first year he was on my team, he was killing it, and that's why I won. But it didn't work out.
I think when you factor in like
His
injury
injury.
history, when you factor in who's the QB, when you factor in who's the defense, I think I don't see him over Derrick Henry. And at that point, that's when Derrick Henry like solidified. Like that's when he started becoming King Henry. So when you look at McCaffrey injury history, it wasn't no point in him being number one. He's like a risk. I didn't know that. I didn't know picking him would be like a huge. No, I did know that. He had this one hype video on Instagram. I went to check the video out. It's like in the background, it was like everybody talking about my injuries, and he pretty much said, "This is my year." Long story short, and yes, it was his year to get hurt again. So,
So if
but
McCaffrey and Justin Jefferson are both available, who are you picking?
I would definitely pick Jefferson. I mean, it's because like I don't want to risk it anymore. No, McCaffrey. Like, say if I didn't have to worry about injuries, I'll choose McCaffrey. But I just feel like I don't know. It ain't worth the risk. He's
Yeah,
not
nothing
worth
wrong
the
with that.
risk, especially if it's like your first round pick, like you said with the Falcons running back. That's a risk I'm willing to take in like the second or third round. I'm cool with that, but like your first round is your savior. That's the one team. That's the one player you need to get to 20 each week. And if he's
And
not if he's
and
hurt, it
DeJour,
just don't work.
you pick one, and DeJour picked the other, and DeJour.
Yeah,
I said, you down 18 points. Derrick Henry playing. I say that's a good person to have down 18, boy. That boy Derrick Henry got DeJour some wins. A couple of them. That's a first
yeah,
round pick for sure. But he got him some wins. He got him home. That's what you want in your first round pick. Someone who gets you home. That's
yeah.
hilarious.
It's
And Christian McCaffrey didn't do that for that man. That's
who
hilarious.
did I draft first this year? I mean last year.
I drafted Justin Jefferson. I wanted to take a risk,
But I can't
um,
remember who I
and I
drafted.
take Cooper Cup
It
because
worked
Cooper
out.
Cup was.
Did I
I,
do Elijah
I
Mitchell?
It
got
didn't
it.
work out on your record, but like in terms of fantasy for him, it worked out.
Oh no, I drafted Derrick Henry. How did I forget that? I
Yeah,
forgot.
I don't know
Oh
if
yeah, I
that
had
worked.
like 6 running backs. That was crazy.
I don't know if
Yeah, I
that
had the
worked.
number. Yeah, I drafted Derrick Henry
He made it better. He said I got to do better, and he improved. He improved. He
because the
lost the first round.
other dude was like, because I would have been stuck with a hard choice had the other dudes not picked Mahomes. He's
That's
like,
so
I'm taking
crazy.
my Mahomes.
That was the one I'm
He
telling you.
said
That's the wild card.
it.
He picked Mahomes. I said that should have been Derrick Henry. That was hilarious.
Yeah,
That's
and I was
insane.
like, damn, I'm like, bro, is this real? And then obviously I had to pick Derrick Henry, so I chose him. I could have chose McCaffrey. He still had a decent year,
Yeah,
but
okay,
I
yeah.
don't think he got hurt last year either.
I
It's
think he
funny
got
how
hurt.
you don't get hurt when you play with a good team.
Was he hurt
He's
before?
like, ain't no way I'm going down.
I thought he got hurt before he went.
I mean, hey,
Was he hurt before he went?
I
And
think
now he
so.
magically was unhurt.
Because I remember
yeah,
he didn't play.
wins.
He didn't play the first game with the 49ers or off rip.
Oh yeah, he didn't play at first, but when he played, that man was scoring. And he played, he
Yeah,
said, I'm here for y'all. I
they
need to
kept
find
forcing him the ball. But
besides
yeah,
hold on, one more
that's
last
what I
question.
was saying about like with the Mahomes stuff. Oh, go ahead. I
I
mean
was about.
with the Lamar stuff.
I was saying what? So Jesse, what made you start fantasy then? Like
oh
start the league.
oh
Like
man,
who did you see?
this is like the commissioner days. I think the beginning was Gerald is a day one. Is me and Gerald were day one. That's why Gerald winning championship is like you gotta cry. You know what I'm saying? Because like we have been doing a lot. He finally went home and won his championship. There was another kid who was in it, and Sam. Remember Sam
Oh my
from he was
gosh,
trombone. He played
he was
trombone.
ass too. Another ass one.
Sam
He
was
was
in it.
ass.
Um, and yeah, we started like week 4 of the 2014 season, whatever. And I ended up winning at the end of that. And I was like, you know what? I need to expand. You know, you're a businessman. I need to expand. I said, Maurice, you should join my fantasy league. You know, get Maurice, get Jordan, get a couple people. I'm actually
So
curious who are the people that started
so
picking
when
me.
you started the first year, it didn't start at the beginning of the year.
Oh no,
You
like I
s-
didn't start at the beginning of the year. I started week like 3, so we were all tied. We were 0-0. No, week 4, so 0-0 and 3. We were
I
all
did not know
0-0 and 3.
that. Interesting.
But yeah, Sam, that's hilarious. Sam's in it. Ross Skills is his name. I added 4 people, so I doubled the league. There is my father, I added Tyreek, I added Jordan, I added you, and I added I think his name's Greg. I think you remember Greg?
Pennington.
He's yeah, him.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? And hey, look, now that we're at this form out of all these years, we're at this form. I'm proud of it too. I'm proud of this fans football league. But yeah, the
Damn,
first
I
year I was like,
forgot.
I just wanted to do something fun. I was like, we watching football. The Texans at the time were like Andrew Luck's play toy, so it wasn't nothing really to be even too excited about. So I was like, let me like start something. Let me have fun watching other teams play, and that's literally how I became the biggest Antonio Brown fans because Antonio Brown was a fantasy football wonderkind. He was amazing. I said, boy, this boy is a stud. He can be a second greatest receiver of all time to keep up these stats. Man, freaking lost his freaking mind. It's tough. I
Okay.
never the 1 year I didn't pick up Antonio Brown, you knew things changed. He went to the Raiders. I did not pick him up. I said, that's how you know the world's changed. Well, I pick him up every season, bro. That's tough.
That's what it is.
I wonder
But
where Brown people gonna pick Watson up in.
We'll see.
that's a late
Damn,
pick, man.
I really forgot Greg was in that shit.
I know you gave him advice. You facing me. You gave him advice to beat me in the playoffs. I
I
ended up beating.
did.
He gave him advice. I ended up beating him, but then I had to face you. I didn't want to face you. I really wanted Jordan to win, but Jordan failed me. And then, like I said, he had David Johnson in his prime, and he had Le'Veon Bell in his prime. It was the stupidest. I was like, how did I even sanction that? That's so ridiculous to watch.
Well,
Like it was
yeah,
no way.
you didn't know David Johnson would be that nigga. That's
David
why
Johnson was too.
Who did he start with?
the Cardinals.
Uh,
He was a freaking stud.
Yeah,
And then yeah, he came to
it was
Texas. He was
it
awful.
was after that. It was after that touchdown the year before. That touchdown he had. He was breaking off everybody's tackle. Shout out to EDP. Or maybe I should say shout out to EP.
Yeah,
But
shout out to
shout out to that video because that shit was hilarious. Maybe let me make that clearer before you clip that
Yeah.
shit. Do not shout out to EDP.
yeah, you
Shout out
think
to
the
that
Jets fans would?
Shout out to
Well,
that
actually,
video.
yeah,
That man say things that get ready people to come at him. I love that. That's hilarious. Yeah, don't we not? Yeah, that's we not
instant
condoning
regret.
that. We ain't gonna condone that
Instantly.
behavior. But yeah, that is a funny video though. That is a funny video, and that kind of put me to know David Johnson's pretty good, and Maurice got him and destroyed us all. But last question when it comes to fantasy. Last question. I'm curious. Who do you think is a sleeper? Like, who do you think is a fantasy? Like, who do you think is a rookie sleeper or a regular sleeper? It could be either or. But who do you think is a person that's gonna break out? Like Jalen Waddle broke out. I didn't expect Jalen Waddle to do what he did last year. Like, who,
Oh,
no, I expect him to be good, but Tyreek Hill, Tua is not like Tua didn't show me he could be that guy to really get the ball to these people like
Damn.
this. And Tyreek Hill, I thought he could get him touches. I thought Jalen would be like 800, 900,000. But Jalen was like, wrecking the league.
see, that's why I was so upset with Devontae Adams. Well, with the 49ers, because you should double team Tyreek no matter what. You should double team Devontae Adams no matter what. Like I don't care if I lose to Brandel Cobb or Alan Lazard or somebody like that. But I'm not losing to your best player. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, double team Garrett Wilson.
So I just knew that if they double team Tyreek Hill, that leave a lot of space for Waddle. And Waddle, he like do handoffs. He I forgot the plays are called when they get the
Jet
ball.
sweep.
Yeah,
Jet
jet
sweep.
sweeps. he does a lot for the offense. So I knew he would. Well, actually, let me stop.
You found like
He
another
don't do
Debo.
much. He
Feel
don't
like
do
another.
much for the team.
Yeah,
I really wouldn't
he's
pick him up.
actually
He
trash.
buns.
Yeah.
He buns, huh?
Yeah, I wouldn't pick him up.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna lie to you,
Hydrophysic.
Jalen
If
Waddle.
he the last, if it's my last pick and he's still there, I'll consider it.
Take
Maybe.
a chance.
Yeah, take a chance on him.
I'll tell you, Jalen Waddle. I think you need to pick him up maybe in the third round or something. If you don't pick him in the third round, but I think he's gonna be. I think somebody I'm taking that. It's gonna be somebody random too. It's gonna be somebody random too.
But so is he like?
Maurice gonna take
Is
him.
he an early round pick though?
Like I don't know, but someone's gonna reach and it's gonna hurt you.
But would that be a reach if they pick him up early?
It's a reach. It's gonna be a reach.
Yeah,
But
in
it's
the
gonna
first.
hurt you. It'll still hurt you.
If you take him in the first round, yeah.
No, not the first, but like the
third round.
I think I got him like in the 6th or 5th or something like that.
But he's not gonna last that long. He's gonna be third, fourth round pick.
Yeah.
He gonna pop up.
It ain't too many top receivers now.
It's gonna pop. It's gonna be like 21. It's gonna pop up. And it's gonna be like Tyreek. It'll be like Waddle, and then that man John go we go draft.
Damn,
I know somebody picked up CD early. And I was like, what? And somebody picked up Pollard too, and I'm like, bro, y'all didn't even know these players. Like, come on.
No, that man,
okay, CD is fine, but Pollard, come on, bro. You know you weren't supposed to pick him up. I think you picked up Zeke, if I'm not mistaken. Great pick. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You picked up Zeke.
Yeah, I picked.
Was that a great pick, Maurice?
Hell no, that was because Tony
averaged 1.2 yards.
Yeah, that was a terrible pick.
He used to get like 50 yards a game.
I think I did pick him pretty high too, like maybe like top three rounds type shit.
Yeah, and I'm glad you because I would have picked him. I had all kind of running backs
because I didn't know Tony Pollard. I didn't know Tony Pollard was like. Well, I didn't know Tony Pollard was on the team because I didn't know you guys were doing like a, share the rock type thing out there. It was all Zeke at this point.
All right, so do you watch the Cowboys?
Yeah, bro. Tony Pollard is up there. He up there with Saquon.
Well, now I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, go check the stats. That's all I'm gonna say.
Look, I tell you, this is his chance to shine, right? So, hey, this is clippable too. So I'm telling you, go ahead and put that in, draft him.
He might be the second best like receiving back behind.
I mean, he got
McCaffrey and Eckler. I feel like McCaffrey and Eckler.
Oh, I did forget Eckler too. Between those two, yeah, maybe.
I mean, he plays slot, so he can definitely be number 2. I think overall, I mean, catching wise, but if you add talent to it, if you add like ability to run, then I guess you could say 2 or 3 or something. But Saquon is a pretty good,
very good catcher.
Yeah, he's a good catcher too. So I'm all right with that. He could be 3 or 4. You're gonna have a good year though. I mean, I don't know. We got a 3-headed monster with our receiving core, so
I'm ready for some football, man.
I think I picked up what's my name, Gallup too, but later in the year.
Oh, you picked up Gallup?
Yeah, he was asked too.
He should be healthy this year. He been nursing an injury, but he coming back. If he can stay healthy, let me not get into that. Well, let's get back to the question.
Oh yeah, you said sleeper picks.
Sleeper pick.
Brandon Cooks.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
I'm gonna say
CeeDee Lamb just made top what is he, top 40 or something like that in the countdown.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, like top 40. So teams about to start double teaming him.
You should react.
Wait, why am I? See, Jesse, why are you making us do this, bro? I'm giving out all the sauce.
No, man, it's fine.
All right, well, whatever player we say, the other people can't pick him up.
That I can't really.
Giving you all the sauce, man.
I think
who's a rookie?
Rashad Penny.
Rashad Penny. Was he really good last year? I think he was really good last year. Right?
He was really good for the Seahawks, so now I think he's on the Eagles now.
Oh, really? The Eagles got more talent.
I heard it. I'm pretty sure.
I think he's still with the Seahawks.
Maybe it's not Rashad. No, because they got Kenny Walker or Kenneth Walker.
No, they got the dude from. They also got the dude from the Lions.
Jamal Williams.
No, not Jamal Williams. He went to the Saints.
Oh, Swift.
Yeah. Wait, did they get Swift? Damn. So who
they got both. Yeah, they got Rashad Penny and they got
that's too many backs. I'm not picking no back from the Eagles.
I'm gonna share this screen. This will be the final time I'm gonna use this screen. I'm gonna show y'all what they believe is the people here. So, the sleeper picks. So I'm gonna share my screen here. They say quarterback sleepers. One girl said Anthony Richardson. This guy said Jared Goff, which could be a sleeper. Jared
I
Goff and a
was,
lot
yeah,
of
I think I
Yeah,
really
God,
like,
Kenny Pickett.
Kenny Pickett,
and
man,
Kenny
maybe
Pickett,
because
all
he got
caps
a good
too.
coach. He got a good coach.
Yeah, I mean, good coach, but they don't play ball like that. They don't play good
He
fantasy
can
ball.
maybe he can run. You know, he's
They got
running.
Najee Harrison. And even if he run, he not like getting no rushing touchdowns. I don't think.
He one of
This
those
guy
Not,
said,
players that you
are they
pick up.
doing any like read options? I don't think so.
I feel
No,
like
but
they do. I feel
They
like
got
because
like a
he's
lot of
athletic.
short passes.
he one of
He's
those players
athletic.
that you pick up
He not
when
spreading the field.
your quarterback's on bye. Then you
And
pick him up.
I think he'll do good. I think he'll be good this year. Actually, I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
I mean, I think he's a good QB, but I'm saying as far as like fantasy wise,
I mean,
the
for
way they
people,
play ball is just not like.
You always got one quarterback that make it. So that'd be
look, Mike
excellent.
Clay and Daniel Dot both believe in Kenny more than anyone here. Trey Lance, that's interesting, and Dino Smith. Who are the busts? Kirk Cousins, Anthony Richardson, Geno Smith, Kyler Murray. Not even gonna play.
Wait,
Then he put all caps Dak and
Wait,
wait,
why?
Kyler Murray.
He injured?
wait. What is this for? Is this going for next year, or was this the year that just passed?
No, this next year. This is next year.
Next year. Why would they put Geno? That's crazy.
They don't expect him to go do what he did again
He
twice.
go back to
His
being the
record
Jets
was
again.
great and all, but all history is not on his side. Smith comes only to see.
Yeah, they don't know if they're gonna repeat that. Oh no, but look. Oh, here they're helping you out. They said, forget the injuries and even the 15 interceptions. The biggest obstacle to Prescott's base stock is his play caller, Mike McCarthy.
Wait, he's a player. I thought it was what's his name? Kenny.
He's gone. He's gone. He went to
Where he
the
at
Chargers.
Kellen
To the
Moore.
Chargers.
Kellen Moore, that's his name. Yeah,
He's the offensive coordinator for the Chargers now.
He's very creative too.
So we'll see if Justin Herbert can get that MVP.
Does that hurt? Does that hurt? I wonder if that hurts Justin Herbert, so it makes him like.
The Chargers fans are excited. The Chargers fans are actually excited. Oh, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
I wonder if that hurts, like his argument. If he like Justin Herbert does well.
Oh, that's hilarious. Because now the Chargers fans have something to write down. I'm telling you, but
we'll
hurt
see. Who argument?
No, because
the
he's
argument between who better between Dak and
Justin Herbert. Because if y'all have the same OC, but he does a lot better than. But we'll see. Maybe
he got a better receiving core though. So
yeah, but CD Lamb that guy.
He is, but who's the other guy?
I know, but I mean Keenan Allen.
Yeah, okay.
Keenan Allen.
Mike Williams.
What last year he missed 2 games? The year before last he missed like 2 games.
I think
this year was like his first time ever missing. Like
no, I had a year with him and it was tough. I've had Keenan Allen with like back-to-back years. So I couldn't pick no receiver, and I had to sit him for a while. And I couldn't. I tried to trade for Mike Williams for Tyreek, and I couldn't get him because
last year he missed like 2 games.
Running back sleepers: Damian Pierce for the Texans, Rashad Penny for the Eagles. Tough. Who the Eagles running back besides Rashad? They got rid of Mike. They got rid of Sanders, huh?
Yeah, Sanders. For the Cardinals.
They want that money. Rashad White. I don't think he'll do nothing. Rashad White. I don't know your name. Sorry, I don't know who this person is. Samaje P. Ryan. Who's the guy for him? Who's the running back number 1?
Javante something.
I know John. I think John had him and got sad because he got tore his ACL.
Cam Akers.
Cam Akers for the Rams.
Wait, who?
No, the Broncos.
The Broncos.
Who is number 1?
No. I had his name is
Javonte Williams or something?
Devontae Williams. Yeah, something like that. Javonte Williams. He was going off too.
And the bust. Miles Sanders, I think, will be a bust for sure in Carolina. I mean, they got Bryce Young, but we'll see. Kenneth Walker. They said, they don't like. 3 of them said Kenneth Walker. They said Geno Smith is gonna suck. Kenneth Walker gonna feel it. And DeAndre Swift, which makes sense because they got Rashad Penny. Wide receivers, Calvin Ridley. I think Calvin Ridley gonna be a stud. I think Calvin Ridley gonna go off this year. I really believe in Calvin Ridley. Jerry Jeudy finally get a good offense. Brandon Ayuk, Kadarius Toney because he would plot. Christian Watson. I'm very curious about Jordan Love and see how he progresses. I want to see if he has the Aaron Rodgers trajectory.
I took Christian Watson last year because there's always that one wide receiver. There's always a one wide receiver that do well.
He did well then. Did you trade him then?
No, I didn't have. No, he sucked. He was sucked, and I let him go, and then that's when he started.
And then he went off because your apply wasn't doing good no more. Brandon Ayuk.
He had 4 touchdowns against the Cowboys.
Tony.
That's hilarious. Yeah, Kadarius Toney because he would plot. It's very important to be a plot. And Jordan Addison, is that the guy who did that speeding? Wasn't he speeding or something?
Yeah, just recently. Yeah.
Come on, man. Jahan
save his dog.
Washington Commanders. Is they fly. You know that guy from the Giants? They didn't put that rookie from the Giants. I think he ran they said he ran the fastest miles per hour ever in terms of NFL. Like he did in practice. He's like really fast. Tyreek Hill had it in the game, was like 23 miles, and this guy ran 24 miles in practice. I don't know. Hey, look out for him because he's supposed to be a speedster. He's supposed to be one of them people. So we'll see. It's the Giants wide receiver rookie. The busts.
Did they throw the ball? He didn't throw the ball that much last year though.
Oh, so they can't use him?
I mean, hold on. Maybe they open up the offense, but I feel like Daniel Jones. Top like
it's a waste of time.
Sleep. I don't know.
Oh yeah, Mike Evans is gonna be a bust. Who the heck throwing Mike Evans? Michael Pittman is gonna be a bust. I mean, they're not gonna throw the ball at all. And Tyler Lockett, they don't like the Seahawks at all. I'm telling you.
That's Tennessee. Who got
they think the Seahawks don't suck.
What'd you say, John?
Who got Hopkins?
Tennessee.
Yeah, I'll pick him up.
Michael Pittman, Odell Beckham. I think Odell not. I mean, he might be all right, but he's not gonna do much. I don't think. Devo, I think I'm gonna be fine. Tight end sleepers, Higbee, Kincaid. Oh, this guy's supposed to be a stud. Dalton Kincaid, the rookie for the Bills, he's supposed to be a stud. We'll see if Josh Allen can help his red zone percentages with that. You know, my man right here. Don't know my man's name, but do you think
him?
Trey McBride. I don't know any of these people.
I don't know from the Saints. Bro, I picked him up one game. He had like 20 points.
When it comes to tight ends,
trash time.
These are people that definitely you like. They get hot for 2 games. You start them and they terrible after.
It's hard.
Because the next game he had like 0.3.
It's definitely and bust. Kyle Pitt's supposed to be like a generational tight end talent, but he's in an awful offense, so that's unfortunate for him. Zach Ertz, this ain't 2017, and George Kittle don't know his quarterback because maybe he do. I think man Purdy's back. We'll see. Ertz, Kittle, Andrews, Ingram. Oh my gosh, I see a stud in the loose. I see a stud on the loose. Bijan Robinson. Let me see. Is this rookies? Oh, just period. Okay.
Interesting.
Okay. Chris Madison. Oh man, look, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Garrett Wilson twice. He said,
I gotta get some research in.
We got time. We got 4 weeks, right? About 4 weeks.
Yeah, that man Maurice said, I need to improve my receivers. That man, I know this man. This is a number 1 receiver to me right now, especially Aaron Rodgers. And then Alan Lazard, he
I know. I'll tell you this now. I'm not taking Garrett Wilson.
Why not?
What
if he readily available, and is like the best option, like?
That's right. I still gonna be. I don't know. When I take Jets players, that shit scares me, dog. They start acting weird. I got Breece Hall. I picked up Breece Hall. He tore his ACL.
Tough, but you played well though.
Played well when I had, but I picked him up. Tore his ACL.
That man gonna be working out. He's gonna break his spine.
I think I might even have Le'Veon Bell too. That 1 year when he was with the Jets.
Hey, look, y'all, do y'all research, all right? It's fantasy football coming. And hey, if you in our league and you watched at the end of this, do your research as well, because we just gave y'all some sleepers to pick. This is gonna be probably the most competitive season of all time. Last year was very competitive. This will be very competitive. Remember, 4 people gonna be left off, man. The playoffs is hard to get into. I felt the pain. I barely missed it. Actually, I missed about 2 games, but I was like a 5-game losing streak, pissed me off. But
somebody who on your team was selling. I remember it was like
Aaron Rodgers. Yeah.
No. I'm saying towards the end, it was like if this person would have did this, you would have won. I can't remember some situation like that.
Let's come people like that. Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. Justin
Jefferson. I know because it flipped. Because I used to be texting you, crying and complaining, because my players wasn't doing right, and then you started texting me. It's like this person's selling me. I was like, yeah. So it flipped. So we all been there. Well, I don't know. You said he's been third every.
Reese consistently good. He may have a bad week or 2, but he top 3 every year.
Was this your first time not making the playoffs?
On me? This is my second time because the time before I had Case Keenum. Case Keenum, the Vikings went 13 wins. I had Case Keenum. Everyone on NFL, I was doing Maurice, he researched. So I was like, I looked at NFL Network. They said, start Case Keenum. He's going to be a stud. I said, because Carson Wentz tore his ACL, pissed me off that year. So start Case Keenum. So I was like, okay, I started him. Case Keenum was abysmal. And I was like, I lost Mauricio, pissed me off. I was so sick that day. I can't believe I lost this dude.
I'll tell you this. I don't watch it as much as I used to. I don't watch the fantasy show
and
anymore.
he still finished top 3.
I didn't watch it last year. I just look on websites to see what they say.
And Jordan, I don't know if Jordan watched it at all, but that man, He's in the championship game.
Jordan had to be good at least once. Like, there's no way you could just be ass all the time. Like, he had to be good at least once.
Yeah, I know he locked in. Remember, he had his notepad and everything.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. He did. Yeah,
Coach Bradford. He was locked in this year.
I remember. Jordan. I remember like there's always every year someone has one good year. Mauricio had one good year. Mauricio's usually like mid or terrible. He had one good year. He was a number one seed one year. I was like, this is different. It's like Jacksonville getting the number one seed, getting a high seed when they had Blake Bortles on them boys. I was like, damn, this is different, right? And he was facing my dad. He was up like 40. He was like 35, right? And Josh Allen was playing. It was just Josh Allen. And then I was like, I told my dad. My dad's like, damn, I'm gonna lose. I was like, bro, you in range. You are in range. It's close. You're in range. Like it's not done. That man Josh Allen dropped 40. I said, dang, that boy Mauricio got sick, fell sick, never got number one seed again. Never was that high again. Never reached those peaks ever again.
That's the shit that be hurting you too. Yeah.
It was 2020.
Yeah. Oh. That's when he got good. This first year being good.
Oh yeah, when he got Stephon Diggs.
And then I faced my dad in the championship. And my dad came home from Amazon. I told my dad was like, who won? Because everything was over. I was like, who won? I beat you by 2. Fantasy Super Bowl, I beat you by 2. He was so pissed too. He was like, "Well, ain't no way." And I got my money.
And worst losses to me.
Good
when you up is when you up, right? Your team did well, but he got one player on that team who can do shit. Like he has potential and he does it. That shit fucked me up.
And you don't watch them games. And you don't watch them games. Like when it's happening, I'm not watching it. I'm sorry, I can't watch him gain 10 yards and stuff. I can't do it.
Yeah. Oh, Kirk Cousins. I actually always draft him. He came in clutch this year for me. Remember with the Colts when they faced the Colts, and I was texting you. I was like, bro, he's so ass, blah blah. And next thing I know, I went to the store and I came back. I was like, all right, they doing something. And then you kept saying, look, and I was like, all right, I guess he's doing something. And then they came back. He probably dropped like 40 points that game.
I think he said that was regular season NFL record.
Oh yeah, I had Pittman, and then I had him. So I was like, oh yeah, this about to go crazy. So I won that game, but I was sick to my stomach for like the first half. And then I guess was it the first half, right? They locked in the third, like
something like that.
That's crazy that they came back in just one half.
And Matt Ryan's plot is always terrible. I tell you, like fantasy football, you get a different experience in life. Like it is a different experience, bro. Because the stress you get, like you invest in football because, like when you up barely or you down barely, bro, like it's hard to look at some games. Like if you're facing Derrick Henry, you up 15 and Tennessee playing, bro. I don't know if I want to watch that game, bro. I see Derrick Henry with that 50-yard run. I'm like, I don't know if I want to do this.
Bro, I got so many questions now. I know you probably trying to end this shit. I got like
a couple. Yeah, you guys like that's 2 of them.
Because that shit like, I got like 3 questions I got asked too. But like, think about fantasy like this. That I think it do make watching football a lot more interesting. Because like sometimes there's times I'm like I don't really care what team I want to go for. Like if especially it's not like the Jets or some shit. Like there's a team I don't really care who wins, but like that gives me like a reason for a team to go against.
Every week there's something. Every week I'm rooting heavy for something. I was a Viking fan, a Giant fan, a Packer fan. I was all time. Yeah. I watched it. I was like Justin Jefferson with that one hand catch. I was so freaking excited. I said, "Thank goodness I need to win this stupid game." Justin, you are so invested in these players and the team that you can't like because to me the Texans are terrible. So I can't just watch the Texans and just that'll be freaking awful, right? But having multiple things to look into and like I'm not even rooting for Texans. I'm rooting for me. I'm rooting for my fantasy team, make me money at the end of the year. And when the Texans lost, I was like, okay. When I lost, boy, I'm 5-game losing streak, boy, I'm sick. Boy, I'm like, ain't no way I'm losing these games. But I stopped. I couldn't even check it. I lost. I didn't even check. I'm not even want to check the score of how much I lost, but I don't even want to check that, bro.
It's sort of surprising because fantasy's been around for a while. Like when I found out fantasy's like been here since like the late 90s type shit, I was actually very surprised. Like, because like it's so easy to do it now. Like motherfucker was on dial up, looking at their fantasy squad.
Yeah, I gotta pick up Jerry Rice. I gotta pick up I'll tell you, pick up Ravens defense 2000. Yeah.
Peyton Manning. I think I was watching Godfather and they was talking about it in there. So
in Godfather?
Yeah, I think something like that, like Godfather 2 or something.
And them boys talking about Walter Payton.
That's wild. How could so they were writing it down like you said?
Yeah, they write it down.
And then like look at the stats. Like they'll show the stats later. like at the end of the broadcast or some shit. That's hard as shit.
Or maybe I seen it on Reddit or something like that. I know for sure they used to play. Like
it was like Sopranos.
Wherever I saw that, or maybe Sopranos. They write it down and then they add it up or whatever.
That's hard as shit. All right, and the last question, like, so why is fantasy football so great? Like when I look at fantasy basketball, like that shit not like it don't hit the same at all.
Bro. It's because it's too many games. Fantasy football, every game's so important, and it's one time per week, so it's very structured. Yeah, basketball, it's a little harder. Like they do it by week.
Yeah, they do by week.
It's like, but like some guy played 4 games, maybe some guy played 3. Then you have to do some adjustments there, and then it's like it's so many games. It's hard to really like. In this setup is week 15 and week 10. You versus me. And I'm facing you 3 separate days. I'm facing you Thursday, I'm facing you Sunday, and I'm facing you Monday. And Monday is really the cooker because Monday, I'm up 3 points, and I have my receiver, but you have your star running back. But I have my second receiver versus your star running back. And I'm like, can I win this? You know, can I get 10 points and he get maybe they type of thing? And it's a little more, it's more to it. So fantasy football
game management, load management as well. Imagine you up by, 10 points or something.
Kawhi, like, I ain't feeling
you down by 10, and then Curry say, "I'm gonna sit out this game." Nah, angry you'll be. You don't do that. You can't do that in football. So,
yeah, you can't do that in football.
Yeah, that's and the worst thing actually is when you don't change when you're like when it locks in for the week, like Sunday or Thursday, and you didn't, and then the IR come out like, and that person's just sitting at 0. That's tough. Inactive.
You got to be active when you play that. I'll be checking. I know. This year when I had Brandon Ayuk, I didn't think I started him, and some reason I don't know, bro. And some reason I checked. And it was unfortunate because I had to text you. It was like, oh, I did start him because as soon as I cut the TV on, I had got some water, cut the TV on, and I seen he had scored. I'm like, damn, I should have started him.
I feel like I'll be having a lot of like IRs.
And he started, and I know he was, probably made you sick, but. You didn't want to give me no advice on that week.
So no, I mean, hey, when I'm facing you, especially, I hope you keep it 0. But I was inactive. I was like, man, I need this win. But I'm on a 4-game losing streak, boy. I need some breaks to go my way, and it definitely did not. I had to really help Jordan because Jordan used to not care, and he had like 3 people inactive, and that's so. I'm like, bro, like that's
free win. That's a free win.
I said, well, you can't be doing that, bro. Like that's like tanking. Win. It's like you tanking. You got to fix the league. You know what I'm saying, Commissioner? I got to fix the league. I can't let you tank and let people get to the postseason easy. I can't let you do that.
He tanking without a purpose.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah, man. That man tanking for no reason. I said, no, ain't no way.
Yeah, because he don't care about his pick next year.
That's so wild. Stupid. That man, I'm keep doing my things, Commissioner. And this year, and Maurice, I know it's very interesting. Fantasy football is very interesting. You should play if you're watching. You should play this because it's very interesting, engaging. Your mind gonna be locked in, but be prepared because when you get attached to these players, you're gonna break your heart. When you lose by 2 points in week 14, it's gonna break your heart because there's some losses we be having that's tough, and losing streaks is tougher, boy. It's all variance, boy. It's all variance, so anything can happen. And last year was very tough. I'm open to get my dynasty back. I gotta get win number 5, 10-year anniversary. I feel like it's not my plot though. I don't feel the plot, but I'm gonna still go for it. I don't feel that I'm gonna get that, but I'm still gonna go for it. I feel like someone random gonna win. I feel like the Jordan gonna win.
I think I'm happy it's competitive though. I'm happy it's super competitive. Like I can't take no weeks off type shit.
Nah, I can't because but Aaron Rodgers, bro.
Shout out to John. That's because that's one reason because of John and DeJour.
Yeah, he was good. John
great
is
pick. You're probably one of the best pickups that we had in this league.
Because that man is very competitive.
Last year I had AJ Brown, Miles Sanders, Christian McCaffrey, Mahomes, Jalen Waddle. Not last year, but I mean my first year. Oh. I had all those players on my team. So and
they sold that man crazy.
Yeah.
And DeJour always pick up that good running back. He always got a good running back tandem that be storming through people. He always losing the second round, but he be storming through. He be coming out. He be playing. But Tyreek, you need to step up. You've been in this. You ain't made playoffs in years. Yo, the people about to leave. Your attendance is low.
They about to move franchises. Damn, move cities.
You need to step up. You haven't made postseason in like 5 years. You gotta get it.
Wow.
Get a new coach,
new owner or some shit.
I'm ready for the banter because if he banters, if Tyree says, "Man, this year I'm winning," bro. I'm
excited now. It's got me hyped.
And look, that's why we do these. And
you
like,
know, I'm excited for the Jets too now. I ain't gonna. Let me calm my ass down. We'll wait for the game.
Hey, the game's coming soon. But hey, for more content like this, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We're gonna post some more fantasy football content, especially if you enjoyed the fantasy conversation. You'll follow us on our year 10 anniversary of our fantasy football league. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna see who got the most plot here. Also, we're gonna shout out to all the people who hating on Maurice in them comments. We'll see if the Jets gonna get more than his expectation of 1 win. Y'all called him a clown, so we'll see. Now, if the Jets get
it's 9 or 8.
Now, if the Jets go 0-17 or 1-16, then Maurice can come back and say, "What did I tell you? What did I say?"
Amazing.
And that would be a clippable moment.
You know what's funny? I'll actually be sadder if they I'll still be sad if they win 1 game. I'll still be sad, or especially if they win 0 games. I'll be fucked up. I'll be like, damn. Let me stop watching football. Like ever.
No, but Caleb Williams. It's Caleb Williams. It's Caleb Williamson.
I guess
Caleb Williams.
That would be a good. That'll be great for Aaron Rodgers if he retired like that.
To be
asked. That would be so satisfying.
Damn. Yeah, he got some beef for him.
He beat us, and then just his 1 win will be against the Cowboys.
And if it's in Dallas, that's for sure, because he love at Dallas, but he love at Dallas, bro. But yeah, y'all follow us, man. Y'all follow the Jets. We're gonna follow the Jets, the Texans, the Cowboys, the Broncos, and Detroit's pretty good. We'll follow Detroit. We put Detroit on here at 49ers. We got a couple teams we could definitely follow on here. We got different fan bases. We're very diverse. I don't know what that sounds like. We're very diverse. So hey, be ready for more content like this. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and we will catch you guys on the next podcast. We're out of here. Peace.